video is about profit sharing in a project finance transaction. Part 1. What is profit sharing? After the construction is finished, project starts generating revenues. These revenues will be used to pay different stakeholders, or in other words, sharing of the cake. In terms of order, first the project needs to pay its operating expenses. Labor, consultants, accountants, maintenance of machines are all part of the operating and maintenance expenses. And then project needs to pay its taxes and, of course, service its debt. After all that, then whatever is remaining is payable to shareholders in terms of dividends or shareholder loan or any sort of arrangement in between stakeholders. If you're interested to learn more about the cash flow waterfall in a project finance transaction, I have a separate blog post and a video. It was actually a webinar with my friend Danielle, so you can go and watch it. And I also have a template that you can download. Now we want to see what happens in the context of a mining company if the shareholders decide to put together a structure to share some of their profit with the mining workers. To explain the profit-sharing mechanism, let's have a look at a numerical example. Let's say a mining company is generating net profit of 10 million. 5 million goes out as dividend, 2.5 million goes out as capital expenditure or any sort of cash in reserve account. 1.5 million goes out as taxes, and then the company decides, based on the profit-sharing mechanism, to distribute 1 million to its mining workers. The next question to answer is, what is the formula for determining the profit-sharing pool? And to answer this question, I'm going to be using the IRR, equity IRR trigger or equity IRR hurdle mechanism. Let's have a look at a hypothetical example. Let's say that there is a profit-sharing formula that says the definition of IRR threshold 1 is that at any point in time, if the equity IRR is less than 15%, then the profit-sharing mechanism does not apply. This means that 15% is the minimum equity requirement from the owners, or it's their cost of capital plus their margin. IRR threshold 2 says that at any point in time, if the equity IRR is greater than 15% but less than 20%, then 10% of cash flow available for distribution goes to workers. And IRR threshold 3 is the same concept, but it says that if the equity IRR is greater than 20% and less than 30%, then the sharing of cash would be 20-80 between owners and workers. And IRR threshold 4 says that if the equity IRR is greater than 30%, then the sharing of 80-20 still remains. If you want to learn how I integrate profit sharing into my project finance models using the IRR hurdle mechanism, check for part 2. You can also sign up for my course on project finance spreadsheet design by visiting my website at www.phoenixmode.com.